So hello there, Stephanie. Nice to have you back. How have you been?
Oh, thank you. Thanks for having me back. I've been well. Yes, very busy working on all sorts of new programs and things.
Can't wait to hear about them. So
Mhm.
I do know that you've been working. So one of the ones you've been working on is an upcoming program on intuitive eating. And I know I've heard about intuitive eating from a few friends now. So it seems like it's a bit of an emerging and really effective way actually to manage weight without dieting. Can you just kind of give us a little more information about it so we know what it is?
Well, it's not really about weight management, and it certainly isn't a diet. So that part is
Yeah,
right. It's an anti-diet, actually. It's
I like
really a
that.
self-care eating style that encourages a healthy attitude toward food and body image. So everyone knows eating should be an intuitive process. It probably was when we were children, but a lot of us have lost that. So, unlike conventional diets, intuitive eating, of course, it has no rigid rules, and it really helps people relearn how to connect with and trust and honor their body signals.
Mm, nice. So it's really about kind of listening and um I guess responding mindfully, it sounds like.
In a sense, it is somewhat similar if you know about mindful eating, but it is
Well, that's a
different.
thing too. I didn't
Yes,
know
it
that.
is. Mindful
Interesting.
eating.
Okay.
It's similar in some ways, but intuitive eating actually, the first thing we want to do with intuitive eating, or the first principle, there's actually 10 principles or guidelines for intuitive
Mhm.
eating. Like I said, it helps you reconnect with your signals. Um, the 10 principles, the first principle there is to reject the diet mentality. So,
Yes.
dieting, losing weight, getting rid of that false hope that there's a particular diet out there that's going to help you lose weight quickly, easily, and
Yeah.
permanently, because actually, diets don't really work in the long run.
Mm.
Yeah.
I think most people know that by now who have tried one,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So, you said it's a 10-week course, I think,
Mhm.
right? Yeah.
Yes.
And just for everyone listening, it starts on the 14th of March,
It does.
2021.
Yes.
So for folks who are signing up for this, what can they expect when they sign up?
Well, basically, we're going through, uh, as a guide, we're going to be using the intuitive eating workbook here, which is amazing.
Nice.
Intuitive eating actually was created by Evelyn Tremblay and Elise Rush, two registered dietitian nutritionists. And we're going to be going through that with each of the steps. So, one step a week. There are 10 steps, 10
Oh,
principles rather, in intuitive eating.
right.
So, I can go through that now and just give you a little bit of an idea about what
Just a,
those principles are.
a little hint.
Yeah, yeah. So, in terms of the workbook, there are some great exercises in there that we can run through. And you're going to have
Oh,
that forever and ever to actually, you know,
so it's
um,
really, it's really kind of hands-on, really like hands in almost.
yeah, yeah, it is.
Okay.
Because we're working actually with a concept called interceptive awareness. And that's really feeling your body cues from the inside, right? Knowing that's how we respond to internal cues and to the world really around us in terms of um, fostering that body connection. That's what we really want to do, mind body connection, so that we
Mm.
can tell when we're hungry or when we're full. A lot of people who have been chronically dieting or who have issues with binge eating or emotional eating, they have lost that hunger sensation, or they've
Mm.
lost that fullness sensation. So they're not sure, can't really
Interesting.
feel when they're hungry or full. So interceptive awareness will help with that. Actually, to give you a little example of what
Mhm.
interceptive awareness is, and it's also interceptive awareness gives us um, a way to our emotions. So our emotions are in our body as well, right? So it really
Yeah.
helps us tune into those. To give you a little bit of exercise or a little bit of a way to experience this if you want. Interceptive awareness. So I want you to just find your carotid artery and just take your pulse. Start finding your pulse in your neck.
In my neck. Okay.
And I'm going to time this here. So if you can feel that, first of all, you're experiencing interceptive awareness right now, but
Got it.
we're going to take our pulse just for, let's say 30 seconds. Okay. So, and start. And finish.
Okay, I hope everyone watching was taking their pulse as well. And if not, rewind and take it. Okay.
And then keep that number in your mind. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then what we're going to do is we're going to go and we're going to take it again, but we're not going to touch our body. So some people feel their pulse in their fingers. Some people feel their pulse sensation in their head. You'll try and tune into that right now. See if you can tune into that.
Yeah.
If you can't,
Okay.
that's okay too.
Surprisingly, I can actually kind of feel my heartbeat in my chest.
Good. Without the hand.
Okay. Right.
Okay. And we're going to do this again. So, and let's start. And we're going to end right there.
Oh my.
Yes.
It's almost like, is it string theory or something, or quantum mechanics? Like when you're looking at the particle, it behaves differently. It's
I
kind
don't know
of
about
like
that.
it was
But
literally almost like 10 heartbeats difference.
there you go. So that difference means that maybe there's a little bit of something to work on there. The closer that the numbers are, the more in tune or attuned you are to your body, right? So the more interceptive awareness you have. So some people can't even feel their pulse in their body, and that's something to keep in mind too, because even just taking your hands and placing them on your carotid artery or on your wrist and feeling your pulse, that's interceptive awareness too.
Thank you for that little soupçon, that little taste. That's pretty awesome. So yeah, now I'm like dying to learn more. I have to do some Googling and come check it out when it starts on the 14th. But so I just have one last question here. I hate to go back to COVID all the time, but it's the reality we live in. So, whatever, I'll just ask. I feel like for the last year, everyone's all we've been doing, other than, whining about not being outside, is cooking and baking and like, hello, sourdough, right? So, and I think everyone's just been eating weirdly and eating strangely, and we're constantly around food because we're working from home. And I suspect that like a lot of people have had their food habits and their eating habits change in the last year. So is this the kind of thing that they can use as a bit of a reset to kind of get them back to normal?
I think it's a reset anyway. Like I said, eating intuitively, it comes naturally to a small child, but somewhere along the line we've lost that. So if we're not eating regular hours, if we're not feeding ourselves regularly, if we're not really in tune with what we're eating, or getting pleasure from our food, that's another one of the principles, is actually really pleasurable eating experience.
Oh, yeah. Well, hopefully that's teased enough people to come and sign up. I will put Stephenie's FitIn storefront URL after this video, so you can check it out. Register through FitIn. It's safe and secure and very quick. And then, hopefully we'll see you in class on the 14th, right?
Yeah, I'm excited for the 14th. I can't wait to see you guys.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Stephanie. We'll have you back again, but I appreciate your time today and have a lovely rest of your day.
Thank you. You too.